Hey, welcome to Arguably Decent.
Hey, we're here. We're doing stuff. I think we're live.
We're live. We are live, Bill O'Reilly style.
Yeah, hopefully not that style. It's going to get us in trouble.
We're doing it live. Hey, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Arguably Decent, but today's a special one because today is our very first YouTube live stream. What?
Whoa, we're going to be YouTube stars.
True story. That's what they say. What they say.
I mean, I think people have to watch our videos first, but I mean, eventually, maybe one day.
Oh, what's this? I see a person.
There's a person. Is it us? Is it my wife?
It would be terrible if it was us. But, you know.
While nobody's watching, I'll go ahead and get that from our sponsor here. The following content is solely the ill-thought-out ideas of and opinions of Brad and Trey and the Arguably Decent Show. It in no way represents our wives or their lives. I was asked to put that in there.
Our kids, actually, it does represent our kids. This is exactly what our kids
are half us. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, so at least the 50% of the blame goes to them. I can't believe we actually have a person already.
Yeah, maybe that's an accident. Maybe they just messed up.
Yeah.
If you're a person that has a phone, why don't you give us a call?
Oh, yeah. By the way, so we've got the Arguably Decent hotline, and that number is 789-ADAD. That's Arguably Arguably Decent. But
we're working on the gang sign still. It's something like this, and then D. I don't know. We'll figure it out soon.
I think our gang sign is just going to be like legit sign language.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Do you know it?
I don't know what this is. It's something like this. This is A for sure.
All right. So right now, our deaf audience is like, yeah.
How about like this? A-D. Is that backwards? Should it be the other way? There we go. I don't know.
That's terrific. I don't even know what that stuff means, but we're probably going to get some mean email from the deaf and hard of hearing community.
American Sign Language Association is going to send us a strongly worded bumpy page.
No, we're also going to. That's the blind people. Now they're going to send us a bumpy letter because they're like, no, we're visually impaired. Thanks a lot. You put those two together, though, they're like a lethal combination. That reminds me. Have you ever seen that with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor?
No, but it sounds like an interesting combo.
Oh, yeah. So Gene Wilder was deaf. Richard Pryor was blind. I can't remember what the name of the movie was, but they ended up going on all kinds of little capers, and it was hilarious. We'll see if we can't search that up. But Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, great combo. Oh, man.
Yeah.
There was definitely blackface in that movie.
Ooh, yeah. Probably gotta strike that one out these days.
They're going to get canceled. So it's a heck of a thing. It's our regular Tuesday night, even though last week was Wednesday night, and we called it Tuesday.
We thought it was Tuesday. We really didn't know.
It was excellent. And this is our first go at it. I mean, what we did, we went live on Facebook last week, and it was massive. We got thousands and thousands.
Huge numbers.
Huge.
There you go.
It was the largest Facebook streaming audience, period.
Yeah, period. There was definitely a period at the end of that sentence.
All right. Well, anyway, so hopefully we have a great show lined up for you. We got some stuff to talk about, some stuff happening in the world, stuff happening to us over here. But I think I cheated and I looked at your notes a little bit, and I saw one of your big topics, someone that we're missing now.
Yeah, it's kind of a sad week. I mean, 2020 is a rough year, but it keeps getting worse. We lost the Black Panther, man.
Black Panther is gone.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman. I can't believe it, man. I was looking back, and over the course of the last year, a lot of folks were commenting that he was losing a lot of weight, and they were speculating, "Ooh, is this for a new role or something?"
Oh yeah,
not for a new role.
No, it was not. I mean, he's like a great actor, and you see all the great things he's done, so you just kind of assume that he was that kind of actor who would have just been like, "Oh, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, even though I can't lose 50 pounds," and just go for it. But yeah, it's I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do in the Marvel movies without him available now. I kind of think they're going to probably do something cool with it, just because that's the way they operate. But we'll see.
I would imagine. So now he was holding it close to the vest, right? He wasn't really sharing what was going on with them, and he certainly didn't make it public when all that stuff was happening. But I would imagine he had some kind of contact with the Marvel folks to let them know about it. There must have been something to kind of tip them off or to help them know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, the coolest thing I think would be if his sister in the show, in the movie, Shuri becomes the Black Panther, because that would be pretty awesome. She already was fighting people and doing cool stuff. She also, like, completely. Well, I don't know. She did something cool. I saw it. She was doing cool stuff. I don't remember what it was.
Well, what I need to do is figure out a good way how to share this page because I put the wrong link up.
Good.
For folks who
Good.
are watching it.
We got one person watching us.
Yeah.
Because nobody else knows where the link is.
All right. So
this person definitely accidentally clicked on it. Or it could just be us. Do they count us?
It might be counting us, which would be hilarious. All right. So now, see what it's doing. It's showing me the studio link that's up here. But what we really want to do is actually show people where it's at. Ooh, classic streaming. What's the difference with that?
Oh, we're kind of classic guys.
Is it black and white, maybe? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
All right. Well, either way, we got to figure out how the heck we're going to do this stuff because we want to make sure that people can come in and watch our channel. And that's not really working out too great. So why don't you entertain everybody for a moment while I figure this out? Otherwise, we're going to have to do a redo, which I'm okay with doing that. We did it before.
We could do that, but I mean, I'll continue on my
Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, we got Chadwick Boseman, and that's going to be super sad going forward. But I'm excited for one day going to see a movie again because I heard that our theater is opening.
It's already open.
It's open. Oh,
it is open now. In fact, last week's guest, Robbie Glass, told me that they are definitely on. He went and watched the movie, and they've got like a mixture of some of the new movies that the studios have been holding back and some old classics like the original Jurassic Park is showing right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
Which would be a really cool movie to see at the theater.
I just watched The Lost World with Liam last week. It was awesome. I hadn't seen The Lost World probably since it came out because it's kind of the word. I don't know. The third one's not very good either, but Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 were definitely the low points of that franchise. But I wanted to rewatch them because they're on Netflix, and it was awesome, and he loved it. But I would love to watch Jurassic Park on the big screen. You can watch it on Netflix any day, but I think that just kind of movie theater experience with it would be pretty awesome. Like, just looking back at those, like, the freaking special effects were amazing. Like, you watch movies today and it looks cool. Like, the special effects, the computer animation stuff is going good. It looks realistic. You're like, have a hard time telling the difference between a drone shot and a computer animated thing sometimes. But like, just to know that they built a huge Tyrannosaurus and that they like threw those Ford Explorers off a cliff. Everybody wants to throw a Ford Explorer off a cliff.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I absolutely want to. Hold on. I've got to update this post to give our real link out there.
Yeah.
Hold
on. My parents tricked me when I was younger, and they made me want a Ford Explorer because they had one and it seemed cool at the time. And they got me a small pickup truck, and I was actually a little sad that I didn't get the Ford Explorer because it was the Eddie Bauer edition or something. No, maybe it was the X. I don't know. It was nice. It was nice when they got it. But, 7 or 8 years later, when it was possibly my turn to get it, I still kind of wanted it. And I thought, oh, that'll be awesome if I could get that, and that would be my car. But they got me this little truck. It was a little older, a little more beat up, but it was still fine. But then my sister got the Explorer like 3 years later, which made me actually kind of mad. But it broke a lot, and it was kind of a crappy car. And in retrospect, I'm super happy that I got that Dodge Dakota, and it was awesome, and I loved it. And then my sister wrecked it eventually.
Well, at least you had a Ford Explorer instead of a Ford Bronco, like a 91 Ford Bronco.
Yeah, a white one.
A white one is right. Hey, I'm updating. I'm sharing it over here. Okay, 1 second. Check out our first YouTube live stream. Steam.
Yeah, live steam.
That'd be right. Hey, come on
It was
down.
steamy over here. It's getting
Mhm.
warm. It's actually cold here. I got my hoodie on. It's not just because Brad's blasting the aircon in here. It's because it's cold outside.
Why can't we be friends?
It's below 80, I think.
How many people should I tag in this whole thing?
You should just pretty much tag everyone.
Yeah, I am
like,
gonna do
straight down.
it. Okay, I'll tag you too.
Yeah,
There
just
you
tag me. I'm definitely gonna log on my Facebook. I got my computer up over here. I can do it.
That's excellent. I'm tagging so many people. It's so spamming. Is really what it is.
I mean,
Oh, no.
there's a fine line between spamming and just letting your friends know what's going on.
What is that line?
I don't know.
definitely don't know.
I've never really seen it. It probably means I'm on one side or the other. I'm not near it.
I'm
It's
figuring.
political season. You got to get that guy.
Those are mostly just suggestions. I feel like, oh, I know who we should get. There we go. Come on. Oh, geez.
Oh my gosh.
Look at all these people who are ahead of
Yeah.
that one there.
Yeah.
There we go. What was going on with that? That's terrible. All right. Oh, who else should we get in there?
How about
This is excellent content. I hope you guys are enjoying it. For our one viewer, which is probably us.
It's got to be us. I can't imagine somebody accidentally clicked on this stream and then it's still just going on their computer. They're just like, hey, you know what? I'm going to listen to this in the background while I do other stuff.
That's what you get.
All right. That's fine. It's enough.
All right. So we'll see how terrible this thing gets pretty quick.
Could get bad. Did you at least put Robbie in there?
No.
Yeah, but Robbie, because he's the only person who's ever called us. Just tag all these people at the top that are online.
Well, I got some of them.
Okay, that's fine.
Robbie, does he count as like our?
Which, if you need to do that right now, if you're watching, which I don't think you are, because it says 1, but our number is 789-8080, which I think is 2 and a 3 and a 2 and a 3 again.
Yeah, I think we're gonna confuse people with that number. I think they're gonna call 8080.
Yeah,
8080.
I mean, you said that last
23,
week.
23.
We should have made that our number.
Yeah,
but yeah, 2 and a 3 and a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, maybe we could still change it. This is what we got today. We're gonna go with what we got.
It's two Michael Jordans or one Michael Jordan and a Kobe. But only at the right times of their careers, because they each had different numbers at other times.
Let's just see how bad this thing gets. I'm kind of excited and not excited at the same time. Hey, but anyway, so now we're live. Let's get to it. It is arguably decent time. We're setting it up. Hopefully by the next time we do it, we'll be good to go. Cheers to all of you guys out there. Actually got a koozie.
Yeah.
Please.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I have like 3 koozes in my car, and I didn't bring one inside, so that's fine.
Good for you. Actually, you know what? I was getting sick of these beers, but this first one tastes pretty good.
Yeah, that's the great thing about beer is sometimes when it's cold, it doesn't matter if it's not great. It tastes good.
Oh, hey, can you pull that long chain right there? Keep going until you hear the hum go away. There you go. Ceiling fan.
Boom.
Thanks for pulling my chain, baby. Yeah, that's the kind of entertainment you can definitely get. Remember, our number is 789-2323. And let's see, what are some of the things that we could do? All right, so we got a whole bunch of stuff going on in the world today. The most important thing in the world today is that beer is cold, and we're going to enjoy it for sure. And you brought over some special. Are those brought here all the way from Georgia? Is that?
They are from Georgia. I lost them. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Look at these. Got my red Green Bay Packers. No, that's not true. If you say that to me, I'm going to be mad. People say that to me all the time here, and it's really frustrating.
Oh, the red Grambling?
Yeah, it's Red Grambling State. That's it.
Yeah.
No, it's Georgia Bulldog. See, look, there's a Georgia Bulldog right here. This is Uga. It's different than Harry Dog. There's 2 of them. They're different. There's actually a third one. His name is Spike. He's pretty sweet. But let's see, you can see the G here. It's on this collar. And it looks like this. It's a little different. We've maybe talked about this before. It's slightly like smushed a little bit more, and it's a little different. It's red. See, the outside here is red. It's not green. Oh my gosh!
Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I see. It's what happened.
Busting out the Georgia, the Georgia nuts.
So I got some.
Your bulldog. Leave us a comment to let us know that you're there. You could even be like, "You guys are awesome," or "You suck." Either way, you're both right.
I've read a lot of YouTube comments, and most of them are negative. So I look forward to that.
Oh man, so a lot of craziness going on in the world today. Speaking of University of Georgia, is SEC still playing? I think they're going to be playing.
The SEC is going to be playing. It's a couple weeks away still. I think the 20. I don't have the calendar. I'm a bad fan. It's like the 23rd, 22nd, something like that, around there. Opening weekend. They started college football already. You see, the first play of college football was like a toss sweep, 75 yards for a touchdown.
Because nobody wants to tackle him.
Yeah,
social distancing.
They thought, oh yeah, we're still doing social distancing. He doesn't have his mask on. We should stay away from him. He might have his mask on. I don't know, but I think it was like Central Arkansas versus somebody else. The other cool thing I saw. So you know how everybody has like a gimmick for when they get a turnover, right? Like Miami has probably the most famous one, the turnover chain.
No,
you don't know about this in college football?
Oh, you got to wear the chain.
Yeah. So like if you get a turnover, if you get a pick, you force fumble, like something like that, some big play on defense, they have this like gimmicky thing where you get to wear it. And all the teams have different things and they're all like specific to the team. Like Miami has this big chain and it's like reminiscent of the 90s Hurricanes, you know, like those guys who were in the U and, you know, back in the day, Thug Life and whatever. I don't know. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with saying Thug Life. I thought these are supposed to be sweet.
No, they're salty penis.
Salty nuts.
Yeah.
From Georgia.
Anyway, yeah, they're Georgia's peanuts. Big thing there.
Is that where Jimmy Carter's from?
Yeah, he is. He's from Plains. So anyway, all these teams have these different things that they get to give their players. Like Georgia has like these spiked shoulder pads that they wear because we have. So the coolest new thing, student section, they're called the Spike Squad, and they paint up and have crazy spikes on shoulder pads. Anyway, whatever. So the coolest new thing I saw is top hat and the cane with like their mascot sitting on top of it. It's friggin' hilarious looking. I love it.
I'm searching it right now because I want to know who Central Arkansas's mascot is. Bruce D. Bear. Are you sure that's the guy?
Maybe they were playing Central Arkansas. No, that's it. I think it's a bear.
Yeah, so it's a Bruce D. Bear.
I have a friend who lives in Central Arkansas. Shout out to Bonnie. She's definitely not watching because we're down to one viewer again. But yeah, I went to grad school there, and she lives there, and she could tell us all about it.
I have an idea.
Better because we were above one most of the time.
Well, because we actually had followers for our Facebook page.
But yeah, that's the problem is that nobody follows our YouTube page.
Not yet because
4 videos up.
Yeah,
and they're not videos.
And they're not good. So
I don't know. I mean, they're arguably decent, I think.
Okay, so let's try this. So this is we use a paired encoder.
The old paired encoder trick. Tell you what, you just pair them up and they encode all over there. Know how you do it.
So that's if I'm using software, and that's okay.
Yeah, we're kind of soft around here.
Let me just see if I can do this. No, I don't want to use that one.
Oh,
integrated camera.
Yeah,
with the Rodecaster.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Just gonna ask me one more time if it's gonna be like last time. Yep. See now. Plug.
Yeah.
Because I don't have. All right. Yeah. This is the one I got. All right.
We're gonna ditch something. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Might blow.
I don't know. How about I just
back up to 2 there. I don't know who you are, but welcome to the program. We're
figuring on Facebook also. We're
same.
This is kind of the experimental stuff. That's why it's fun. That's why kind of anything goes. So if you want to call, you can because our line is hooked up.
Yep.
So
792-323. So it's 670 if you're far away. It's 1-670-789-2323. That's a lot of numbers to remember. But
now, since last week, we've had a lot going on, and hopefully, Trey, maybe you can share some things with some of the folks that are listening about your brand new career as a hand model. I heard that's going pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I have some pretty nice hands. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. That camera makes them look like I broke my fingers or something. I know somebody who broke some fingers before. I won't talk about it because I was sworn to secrecy, but they know who they are.
I do not know this story.
Yeah. But anyway, so my hand model days are done. I think the Magato has got me. It's over. I think my hands got messed up in a free gasoline fight. And that's the end of that career. So
Okay.
I can tell you that as I was driving over here, I was listening to this playlist I made on Spotify a long time ago, and I didn't share it with anyone. So, don't old school like concerts that I went to back in the day. And we don't get a lot of concerts here in the CMI. We have had some, and we've talked about them a little bit, and we could probably talk about them for hours. But right now, I want to talk about the cool concerts I went to as a kid.
Wait, hold that story because we're about to go live on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to do the music all over. Hey, 3 viewers on YouTube.
Gosh.
We're about to double it by going to Facebook. Are you ready?
We're going to stay on YouTube too,
Here
right?
we go. We're going to do both. We're going to do both. We'll see if it works. All right, 3, 2, 1. Prestige Worldwide. Wild days, wild nights.
Hey,
You're here.
If you missed the first 22 minutes of it, check it out on YouTube. It's there.
Yeah, that's where we're going to be parking all these things at the end. But thanks for coming in and watching and listening. Thanks for sharing your bumpy paper and your terrible signs. If you don't know about that, it's because you missed the first 20 minutes of our YouTube exclusive going on here on Arguably Decent. My name is Brad.
And I'm Trey.
And this is the Arguably Decent podcast. We're broadcasting live from the heart of the Pacific, the Commonwealth of Northern Mariana Islands, on the island of Saipan, where all your dreams come true.
Don't worry, we're not going to tip over. That's Guam.
Yeah, Guam's the one that tips over, right? Because all this, good times, good times. Well, anyway, so this is not only our second time streaming, because that was last week, our Facebook debut, but we're also broadcasting live on YouTube. So we're going to see how this whole thing works out. I'm not sure what the quality of the stream is going to look like on both by going on both like this, but doesn't look too shabby from what I'm looking at right now.
Norm's shooting us a little comment there, it looks like.
Oh, shout out to Steve Smith. I love it.
Nice. Steve
Smith is a great story. A friend of ours wrote a letter to the editor, and somebody kept calling him Steve. It was great. Hey, Hector is with us on YouTube. What is going on, Hector? Oh, we do have more Chew Highs. That's correct.
I'll show everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sponsored by Chew High.
Yes.
If you want to sponsor us, just send us some more. It's fine.
Sponsored by Chew High, which means we bought it. And Chew High has no idea that we're drinking it. But if they want to, we'll be happy to help them out. But you know where you're able to get them over at the base, but that's not for us.
Well,
we get them over at Himawari in Garrett. Hey, Glenn Hunter.
Hey, look at that guy.
Choo-hoo. My God. Have you been to the Shack?
I have been there, and it is good.
Good is an understatement, my friend.
Yeah.
How many places do you go where people aren't related to you, where they tell you they love you in a business? Where do you hear that? We love you.
I hear it at the Shack mostly, and at places that I don't want to mention by name that aren't open in Saipan anymore.
Yeah, they've had several iterations. There was the original, then there was 2.
Yeah.
And
they're named after famous cities.
Yeah. Yes. And songs by Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, it plays. It's like a play or
they also
musical.
There was also a band.
Yeah. They also make oh no, that's gonna give it away. Yep. Good.
Yep. Anyway, but love the Shack and one of my favorite places to go. And when you're going in there, hey, Yogi's back with us too. He's over with us on the Facebook side. So we've got folks on YouTube and we've got folks on our Facebook page already. And remember, now that you guys are watching, write it down or save it. The Arguably Decent call-in line is 670 789-2323. And that sign language was brought to you by the University of Georgia. So thank you. Wow, way to go.
Yeah, they have an American Sign Language school, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, 789 by the University of Georgia. So thank you. Wow, way to go.
Yeah, they have an American Sign Language school, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, 789-2323. That is your number to give us a ring here as we're broadcasting live tonight. It is Tuesday, September 1st. And how did it get to be September already?
I don't know. I really thought maybe it was April still. I really don't know what day it is. Like, I mean, things are kind of getting back to normal a little bit, but it still feels like things are just steamrolling forward.
Well, it's crazy because I have lost track of days. Just even knowing that today is Tuesday is a big accomplishment for me, not to mention September. So that means
10 opted out.
The Big Ten is not.
They're kind of like the little 10 that went home.
Does people in the Big Ten even really care?
Actually, at least one person does. So the former Georgia quarterback, who is now the Ohio State quarterback, his name's Justin Fields. You might have heard of it.
I heard of his sister Strawberry. That's a humor you're going to come to expect right here. All right. Keep moving along.
Moving forward.
So Strawberry Fields' brother.
Yeah. But he actually was seen at Georgia football practice the other day because he was sad. He had a tear in his eye that the Ohio State was not going to play. So he came home to watch us practice a little bit just to see what was going on.
No, he's not sad that he's not going to play. He's sad because now he has to go to class.
I don't think they're having class.
All those guys who opt out of college football, they actually have to go to school now, right? They have to go to class, and
they have to attend anyway because they like keep track of that stuff because it's the easiest way to get them in trouble. I mean, letting them cheat on tests and stuff, that's standard practice, but like class, they write that stuff down.
Yeah. Already Christmas in the Philippines. What is going on with that? By the way, Norman Del Rosario, he's the host of the Footcast, and that's awesome. As one of the greats,
the people that were using the skills were just on the other team.
It's still real to me. Did you see that when that was for the wrestling?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about now. All right. When you got to explain the reference, it's not good. I know.
No, I got it.
Norman, tell me about this Christmas in the Philippines. So I've had more than one person from the Philippines tell me that September 1st is Christmas in the Philippines. It's the first time I've ever heard it.
It's cold there. Burr.
I'm sure it's cold. Up in Mount Pinatubo, you can find Santa and his elves. They are making all the toys. I'm really curious though. What is the Christmas in the Philippines? What's going on?
It's a Burr month, right? Like, is that?
Oh, is that how it works?
I think that's what it means.
Now,
I think that means that at every mall and HM and every Kentucky Fried Chicken and Kenny Rogers Roasters, they're playing Christmas music.
Oh,
I think. I mean, Norm, call us. Let us know.
Norman, why aren't you calling?
Are you at? It says you're at the pitch. Does that mean you're in Kobler? You're watching Enrico? Is he playing?
Maybe. 789-2323. 789-2323. And because we're using just this one solitary immovable camera, I can't show you our fancy handwritten board over here that has the phone number written down.
I mean, you could, but it'd be super awkward and hilarious.
Such a pain. We're actually totally gonna do something about that one of these days. But today's not that day.
One of the days we're gonna put up like a sign here that says cool stuff.
Oh, Hector dropped out of Facebook, by the way, and switched all the way over to Facebook. Welcome back. That is awesome. It's great to have you. And man, I almost feel like we should call Yogi.
We probably should. He did yo us. He said yo. That's 2 letters.
I think that means yo, call me.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right? Yeah, I think so.
He could have just been typing his name and got distracted.
That's a heck of an attention span.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
I mean, yeah.
We'll give him a ring. We'll give him a ring a little bit. Are you following NBA, by the way, at all?
I don't follow any NBA except for that everyone stopped playing. That's what I saw. But I guess I'm seeing that they're playing again.
Yeah, well, they are because the Thunder beat the Rockets, and the series is all tied up at 3 apiece. I could tell you that that's the first thing that I have paid attention to since I just took a look at it just now, because since sports started up again, whether it's baseball or basketball or even hockey, I have not been following it because it just doesn't seem real yet. Like, I don't want to get too invested in it because I got this thought that it's not going to last. They're going to pull the rug out from underneath this. I'm going to get too excited, and then they're going to pull it away.
Yeah, I mean, the whole like bubble theme seems good because it's like, oh yeah, look, we can just do whatever we need to do, but it makes it feel fake. It makes it feel like, oh, yep, they're all just in a little hideaway playing basketball. It doesn't seem real. I don't know.
Well, it seems like a good idea. I mean, basketball is the only sport that having that bubble kind of makes sense because you got 12 players on a team. Then you got some couple of assistant coaches. You get your trainers, your medical staff, and maybe the owner. But so it's a small group. But just the actual players, that Koff was to get away with it because they got a small team. But the NFL, like for example, they got 53 players on the active roster. 53 players. Not to mention, if you've got 53
Practice
players
squad
versus 12, you've got your practice squad for sure. But then you've got everybody else. I mean, you've got your coaches, your trainers, your GM,
the steroid guy.
What was that? The Barry Bonds thing. What is that name?
Oh, I don't remember that. It's too far away.
Too old reference. Even TB12 had that guy, that trainer guy who.
I don't know. I feel like that whoever is going to play him, it's probably going to be Tom Cruise. If they do the movie, he's going to like reuse the guy from Tropic Thunder. Rex Grossman. It's not Rex Grossman.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
something else like that though.
Oh, it says jingles start from September. That's what. So that's it. So the Christmas songs, just like you nailed it. You for those of you keeping up with our Philippine trivia, Trey is ahead 1-0.
Yeah,
Norman,
impressive.
Norman seems pretty excited about the Lakers. How the Lakers doing? I don't even. They definitely didn't play.
LeBron still plays there, right?
Who?
And that guy with the eyebrows?
No,
I mean,
you said eyebrows.
Yeah, he's
plural.
only got one.
Yeah, Anthony
one.
Davis is he's the unibrow. Mm-hmm. And let me scroll down. I'm looking for. I totally am not following it. This is the first time I've been looking at.
There's some dudes playing in a pool. Is that a sport?
Everybody in the pool. Yeah, they got the taco bowl.
I do know another example of the bubble idea, but it was before. It's pre-COVID. So I think it's the Australian to have like games broadcast. So they brought everyone in and had like a tournament over like a week and a half, and then just recorded all the games and then broadcast them throughout the year. So it's kind of the same thing, but I don't think people in the States would tolerate that
because it's Frisbee.
Yeah, but everyone likes Frisbee.
Yeah. No, everybody likes a log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. This is a really cool hoodie, by the way. So this is your site panel. So tell me about what this was for. Is for some tournament or something that you guys did?
Yeah. So used to be most years we went to the Philippines where we were previously talking about bringing it all together to play in Manila Spirits, which is a co-ed Frisbee tournament. And so the last time we went, we had some cool jerseys made. And then we also saw some folks with some really cool hoodies. I almost wore my other hoodie I have because it was out. But it's that place, 120 miles south of here. It's not as cool as Saipan.
It's the reason why all the trees in
Hector's going to be mad at me.
South.
Yeah. But so I had that hoodie like set out because that was the one I was going to wear. And then I was like, we're doing video now. Can't wear that hoodie. I'm going to look suspicious. So I people are going to think my cough is not from penis. It's from COVID.
Got something stuck in your throat.
But anyway, so yeah, we had these hoodies made and they're awesome because it's like a nice, like soft, light material, perfect for the tropics, blocks the sun, has a hood, So, in case I need a hood.
Ooh. Oh, you see? So Hector is commenting. Sorry, I had a Facebook in a smaller window. Sorry about that, Hector. What I meant to do is here. Let me do this. Let me open this in a different tab so I can keep them both open at the same time. We're total rookies on this, by the way. It's easier when you're streaming one thing. So over here we've got our YouTube channel. over here, we've got our Facebook on. Oh, and I've got my timer on still from cooking around earlier.
Yeah,
and
we got our watches over here.
Super important stuff. Come on, just give me a different tab, please.
The beers and the peanuts live down here. See, beer and the penis.
Oh, that reminds me of a song by Rodney Carrington. Hold on, let me open this up, and then we'll make it this one. There we go. This way, 6 weeks now.
Did they stop playing?
No. It's just cold, I guess.
Yeah.
So that hope I mean, they've got a bubble now. They don't have huge teams either for hockey. You can have about like an 18-man squad, but you could also call people up from your farm program.
I thought hockey teams were big. I mean, I don't know anything about hockey, but I just know that like when they switch people, I mean, there's only 5 on the ice at a time, right? And they switch people, they switch like the whole group,
and then one goalkeeper, and that guy's going to stay in that pretty much the whole game. So you're changing out
unless you're pulling the keeper.
And then you could send whoever you want out there, somebody who's going to be hopefully give your guys the advantage. But you're only doing that if it's a desperate situation, or you really don't like the other team and you really want to rub it in.
Is that an unwritten rule? Are we not supposed to pull the keeper?
Yeah, it's like how you don't stare at your home run after you hit it.
Or you don't hit a grand slam when you're up by 7.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous rule. I think you just swing away. And by the way, he was up 3-0 in the count too.
I know. And he missed the take sign.
Oh, I would miss that take sign too.
But if you watch it, he didn't look down at the third base coach at all. So I don't know if he missed it or he just said, yeah, whatever, I'm going to swing at this pitch.
Hey, speaking of swinging at, speaking of swinging, Jim Cook just messaged us on YouTube. He's like, hey, you guys are fab. Are you guys syndicated? Actually, you're watching a syndicated version right now. This was actually recorded 3 weeks ago. Thanks for tuning in, Jim. Really appreciate it. Great to see you out here. And going back, and Hector is sharing memories of his Manila Spirits days, and he said he's still wearing his hoodie too. In fact, he said he's just wearing it. That's the only thing he's wearing right now. Oh, there's a picture of it.
Yeah,
he just sent us a picture of him.
That's a shirt cock right there.
It looks like it's cold over there, Hector. Good job, buddy. Thanks for sending us that picture. Jim, we'll send that over to you. We'll forward that to you, buddy.
Yeah, you can put it in your picture book. What do you call that? Like a picture album? Yeah, that'll go good there.
Oh man, this is fun. All right, so again, thanks for tuning in. So we've been going for 40 minutes right now, and that's on our YouTube. That's 40 minutes, and over here on the Facebook session, that's brought to you by the Manila Spirits Memories and the good folks over at Heineken, to remind you that cold beer is just as good as good beer. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes cold beer is better than hot good beer.
I could go for that. I could definitely agree with this. Well, these Heineken Lights, it's basically like it's just a little bit more than water. It tastes a little bit different than Busch Light.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to this show. It's not so good. It's not so bad.
No, but at least today we came in with a purpose, and the purpose was actually just to get on here and try out both of these platforms because we want to see which is better. So Hector, you were on both. If you could let us know what actually looks better, if one of the streams is coming through a little bit stronger or a little bit more crisp, that's good for us to know. I mean, actually just broadcasting live on 2 platforms at the same time is pretty good because from what I'm looking at, the bandwidth looks like we're doing okay.
Brad's been greasing the palms at the local internet service provider.
That's right. Greasy Palms. That's the way it works. That's not the name of the school. It used to be Whispering Palms, right? Ooh, and he just mentioned something in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's it. It just says, I still wearing my hoodie always in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget the first one. Manila Spirit. Such a fun time. Still wearing my hoodie always in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, it is cold on ice. I would be wearing my hoodie if I was on ice too. I mean, like, I feel like, who I feel bad for though is the Disney princesses when they're on ice because they don't really have a lot of clothes on. They got a dress. I feel like the cold comes right up in there.
No way. What's the princess from Shrek? Princess from Shrek.
Cameron Diaz.
Oh yeah. Oh, something about Mary.
Yeah. I mean,
Fair Joe.
her hair looked better in Shrek, but you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, I got to get another beer.
All right, well,
let's see what we got.
Hop in there. Let's you gonna make Hector happy and chew high it up?
I'm definitely not thinking chew high. I thought about it and I thought better of it. It's either Busch Light or Sapporo.
I mean, it depends. Did we play a soccer game?
No.
Yeah, then you might go Sapporo.
Sapporo, the beer the Japanese brought to the moon.
Yeah, when they went there.
Trey, what do you think about the M League bubble?
The M League bubble.
Yes.
Well, we could do it. Norm, we're in a pretty big bubble here. We got a 50,000 capacity bubble on the island of Saipan. It's looking pretty good. We haven't had a lot of cases in the community recently. There was that scare a couple weeks ago, but it's looking like it's coming out all right. So I think the M League bubble could work. I will tell you that I will not be living at Coblerville.
No. They're going to put us all. We're all going to be staying at the M League bubble, which will be at the Kanoa. It'll be the perfect place for us to go.
I mean, we could do beach soccer bubble at Fiesta. I'd be down for that. I'm gonna make sure that Scott keeps the bar open though.
Ooh, that could be a great sponsor. By the way, that's where we could do play-by-play. We could broadcast live.
That would be awesome.
And I could do the switchers for the camera, so I can have this camera
He's
going.
a switch hitter.
And well, we were talking about swinging earlier, right, Hector? So and Jim. So, but where we can have the camera showing the action of the game and have us on there. We could be like those two guys in Saturday Night Live who did all the stuff with the ESPN Classic.
Nice.
I'll leave all of those references out because we actually have a couple of viewers, which is great. But we can actually absolutely do that for Ultimate if it does get started again. And if everybody's kind of cool with that whole thing working, I know we'll have power outlets there. And we could even do this for soccer. I mean,
I think we should do it for soccer.
It's worth it just for the heckling possibilities. Yeah. But the thing is that we would need Norman to hook us up. He would have to be there shooting.
Yeah,
with his awesome camera.
Norm does live stream the games. I'm pretty sure he had a thing going where he was live streaming all our M League games for a while there. There were some great things. I used it. I heckled one of the refs. Hey, make sure you watch the tape later because you were wrong. It turned out the video is pretty far away and you couldn't really tell, but it made me feel good at the time. So I appreciate it, Norm.
I like that. Also, Hector's like, say, we need Robbie, our NHL correspondent. Could Robbie Glass be our NHL correspondent?
I think he is. I mean, it's weird that you would pick a person from Texas to be your NHL correspondent. But I mean, they got hockey in Texas too. I tell you what.
Yeah. Well, that's not the only thing. I mean, well, so M League bubble, Kanoa Resort, because they've already got Kanoa pretty much isolated, right? There's already security. They would just be keeping everybody out except for instead of keeping people in. And we could even make it. I mean, you're a big Trump guy, right? So we can even make a big a slogan. It'll be "Make Kanoa Grand Again." It'll be. We'll get the hats. It'll be.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome!
Make Kanoa Grand again.
For those that don't know, the Kanoa Resort in Saipan, which is now our secondary facility. I don't know what they're calling it, but something they put people with the COVID there. Yeah, alternate care site. It used to be called the Saipan Grand Hotel. It's a fine establishment. They got a dolphin and an aquarium out there. Tell you what.
Hey, I saw what you said, Yogi, about Facebook lagging a little bit. So I'm just closing out some of the windows.
Closing out all those windows, those tabs he's got open, all the incognito ones.
Yeah. So the only thing I got open is like some like a news channel, then Facebook and YouTube. Then again, though,
that's fake news. Fake news.
Fake news. Fake news. Make Kanoa grand again, dude. I think that's gonna be it.
That's good.
Okay. We should sell hats.
We should sell hats.
We should sell hats.
So I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit on that. My favorite Ultimate shirt that I've ever made or designed, and this one I helped. Amanda did a lot of the work, and I just made her put, I think, these islands on there or something. I don't know. But the best one I ever designed was our tournament like 3 or 4 years ago. Must have been 4 years ago because it was right when the election was taking place. In Ultimate, there's a play called The Greatest, and it's where you jump out of bounds and throw the disc back into bounds without touching the ground, and someone catches it. So it's called The Greatest. So I made shirts that said, had a little hat on it, and it said, "Make Ultimate Greatest Again." It was pretty sweet, I thought.
I like it. I'll give you a thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm bummed out that Facebook's lagging, so apologies to you guys. But, that's something that we noticed kind of last time, too, because it looked like it was a little bit choppy and everything. And that's why we want to give YouTube a shot. We don't have to do them live either going forward. I mean, we could always just make sure that we have better quality, not stream it and just rock it here. But we already started having some conversations. We'll see if we get some increased bandwidth here in the coming weeks and months ahead.
It's been kind of rainy, which apparently affects the network of the cables. Jim could tell us all about
it. Jim Cook, speaking of which, that's great. Have you heard about the 2 guys whose wives told them to get out of the house on Tuesdays, COVID or not? No,
I
haven't.
Call in and tell us about it.
I think you should call in, Jim. I mean, folks of the show get a free beer. You know, if you call in, we'll give you a free beer.
Yeah, we'll pour it right into the phone.
And we could do that. It's modern technology.
Yeah.
We're social distancing.
It makes the modem sound, though, but you'll get it.
All right. Well, it looks like we need to do a call. We need to call somebody. I think so. If Norman's already at the field, then we shouldn't give him a ring. And Robbie, getting him out of the blue, he might not be ready for it. Yeah. But I know that Jim and Yogi are there.
Yeah, they're definitely there.
Let's see how this works. They're watching us.
Yeah.
But are they watching us on their phone? If they're watching us on their phone, then they're out of luck. They're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to take the call. Probably. What do you think?
Well, you know what they could do, since I know where they live and what their living situation is. I bet one of them could call us and talk to us, and the other one could let the other one watch on their phone together.
I think there's a lot of action that happens over there where the other one watches.
Yeah, they're probably holding hands right now as we speak, just watching.
Let's see what happens.
Yo,
hey, Yogi.
What's up? Hey, how's it going, man?
Welcome to our live broadcast of Arguably Decent.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy that you answered the phone. I was worried it might not happen.
I'm the most reliable guy to answer the phone, right?
You're a pretty reliable guy. I mean, I honestly don't call you that much, but anytime I need you for something, you're there.
Well, let me just start with this conversation with if you're going to drink Busch Light, that means you have COVID.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good point.
Because you lost all your sense of taste.
There we go.
You assumed that we had taste to begin with. So what's shaking? I have switched from my Heineken Light that was on that crazy, ridiculous special that I bought like 1 million cases of. Enjoying a little Sapporo now. Not too shabby.
Oh, better choice, Bill.
Definitely a better choice. Interesting progression, though. I like to start good and go to worse. I don't really like to go the other way. It just makes me feel weird. I'd rather stay at the bottom than to come up.
Let's take some of that out of context. He doesn't like to go the other way. He likes to stay on bottom. Good for you, Trey.
Well. I mean, normally I would try to go, like Asahi Silver, and try something better in between, and then go back to like Asahi Silver before I go to bed.
Well, my problem is that I've got too many cases of this Heineken Light because of the ridiculous sale. I thought that we were all going to be drinking it like crazy, like the way we were drinking Corona, like when that went on sale. We bought all of it, and it's not on sale anymore. And if they do bring it in, they probably actually are going to have to charge more money now because they think it's so damn popular because of how much we bought. And
Yeah.
I had no problem drinking all of that stuff. And now I just don't want to get. That's not what I'm more afraid of. I'm
afraid of my wife.
more of drawing the ire. That's not what I'm more afraid of. I'm
afraid of my wife.
more of drawing the ire of our esteemed track and field coaches. And so I'll probably and being banned.
Yeah, no, that's actually a worse thing. I'm pretty sure I can outrun them because, yeah, well, not some of the guys, but the guys in charge I can outrun, I think.
Yeah, I think you got them. I think you got them.
Maybe not back in the day, but maybe right now.
Today, but not back in the day.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of today, what you got going on? Thanks for taking our call, by the way. And the guests of the show do get a free beer, so we'll send that over to you.
We'll put it in the mail.
All right.
We'll have to bring you in. You know what? We have the room over here where if I turn the other camera around, I could switch the view and we could have our guest in studio. But I'm gonna have to extend that thing over.
Yeah. We'll figure that out one day. I think we're taking baby steps. We're just trying out new stuff today, and eventually we get a party in here. We have a disco light, all sorts of stuff.
Ooh, by the way, I lit up the cornhole lights. It is pretty much a disco light.
Oh yeah.
So it changes. It's got 3 colors: red, white, and blue. And the bags are here. I just need the boards. America.
Oh.
Hey, you still?
We can have multiple angles. We can play and have a host. I mean, a talk show.
Oh, that would definitely work. That would definitely work. In fact, that's going to be our ESPN coverage. Although I did see cornhole on ESPN.
No, it's there.
It's so ridiculous.
I was at the SEC championship when Georgia beat Auburn several years ago. And the guys that I tailgate with were like crowded around the TV. And like, so I go back and tailgate with them once a year or so. And they're crowded around the big 50-inch they brought to the tailgate. I'm like, it's like 11 o'clock, man. Like, there's no games on. It's SEC championship weekend. There's only 3 games. There's like us, the Big Ten championship, ACC championship. That's it. And they all start at like 4 o'clock or later or something. I don't know. What are you guys doing? And like, oh, our cousin is in the cornhole championship. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, there's a SEC cornhole championship. And it's over there at the Georgia World Congress Center. And they're broadcasting it on ESPN. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy.
They must be real good athletes.
Yeah, I mean, they had the perfectly balanced beer gut. It just like, it didn't move too much and like sway you off balance, but it gave you that perfect like balance so you could be on one foot and like lean forward a little bit. Like it was uncanny how good that you could like sculpt a beer gut to be perfect for cornhole.
Sculpt a beer gut. See, that's another contest we should have. Sculpt a beer gut.
Best beer gut.
Brought to you by, well, let's pick a beer. Probably. Oh, you're going to go shoe high?
Hector loves me. So
arguably decent. You're on a live call.
Nice one.
We just totally called you.
Come on.
We just totally called you.
I'm watching a documentary in the background, but I'll step outside so that I can answer your questions. What's up?
All right. Well,
there's no real questions. We're not.
No, I have a question immediately. I want to know what documentary you're watching.
Yeah.
Valley Uprising. So it's about rock climbing in Yosemite. Pretty good.
That sounds like it rocks.
All right. So we were talking soccer a little bit. Norman Del Rosario reached out to us on Facebook and was talking about getting the M League bubble started.
You mean like we're not allowed to leave Saipan?
Yeah.
We're gonna be housed at Kanoa.
And then we're all going to bus over to the Koblerville field, and then nobody's going to be able to drink beer on the side of the road because we might infect Koblerville. I would
rather be housed at DIC if we could do that because it's close and
well,
the water park.
We could probably work that out. The water park is a bumpy mess right now. There's no water in there.
But it'll help our campaign get some legs. We're going to start Make Kanoa Grand again.
Yeah, that's actually really the reason we're doing it.
So I'm assuming was there something specific or no?
No, there's absolutely nothing specific that we called to talk to you about.
We're just some shit shooters.
So, if I have to take a guess, I would.
Wow.
So that's the
You were
winner Tuesday dinner.
you were a fan of the Miller Time.
Oh, where at, Steve?
That's right. So they have.
Oh wait, did we
Steve
lose
turned
you?
into a dog.
Steve, did we lose you? I showed that he's still there. How about Yogi? You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What
I
happened to
just wanted
Steve?
to know where the Miller lights are.
I lost you guys for a second, but it's totally got gone.
Little buffer. A little bit of a leg.
It's
Oh,
too bad.
yeah.
And there's about 5 seconds delay on YouTube
Oh,
of the
okay.
whole conversation.
Well, that's going to be good for us
Yeah.
bleeping out bad words that people do. Oh, he swapped back. He said Facebook was too laggy. Hector's back with us
Yeah.
on
$2 less than it is at Twins, which is impressive because it's like they're just making $2 on that, like just
Yep.
$2.
Hey, so
I mean, they still have Saipan Bruco at Martha's store down in Garapan for $1.25 a can.
which
So
is
they're basically making a quarter of beer that they sell because they, okay.
and probably not that whole time.
No, they keep it refrigerated.
Maybe he's going to be working IT for one of the local agencies again here pretty soon.
Maybe.
Person.
Oh, I'm supposedly getting a tax return.
No, you're not getting
Yeah, and this is the year that I decided to go ahead and do that. Like pay the school all my taxes. And, like,
Yeah.
pay it back later. Yeah.
Oh, educational tax credit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
EDAs,
That's
I
a great
gave
thing.
5K to
EDCs.
yeah. We'll see if I ever see that
If
again.
anybody's
Yeah.
looking for a great place to give their educational tax credit, just send me a personal message and I'll tell you all about it.
Well, I can
So, Amanda,
I can tell you about it too.
and to school probably does it too.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Pretty much cool. But yeah.
Hey, we talk.
Well, Kimmy is staring at me. I'm wondering why
She's
got
so
the-
Oh,
confused.
maybe hand her the phone. She could be on the show too.
you want to? Okay, here we go.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Kimmy. They're doing that.
Arguably decent Yokoso.
Hi.
何やそんな来てちょぎゃ
How are you, Kimi-chan?
Good.
You're on the phone with Yogi.
It's probably a metric system. I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, that's what we thought too. And then,
It's not.
Well, it's alcohol by volume, man.
falling down the ravine and
Yeah, exactly.
in an hour-long segment.
Yeah, we'll try and bring in the documentary.
Duff Kagan in an hour-long segment. If you
I
got
mean,
me for an hour,
if Duff wants to come on, we'll definitely talk to him. We'd love to have him.
I mean, we can pretend he's on, but he's not.
We'll give him a beer.
No, days are gone. But that it definitely is my phone.
Does
So I'm
he?
gonna go
Does he
ahead
eat?
and
Wait.
pick up my side.
Does he?
Voice sing Madonna.
Oh.
I would not expect it.
That's interesting.
He was a Madonna guy singing Borderline. Dream Lover is what he wants. Dream Lover, come rescue me. Yep, that's
It's more fantasy and what's the other one? Yeah.
I can't believe they start in September.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
It's 'cause they don't
it's
have-
annoying.
They don't have
It's
Thanksgiving.
annoying.
So, I mean, maybe they have a different Thanksgiving, but they don't have like our Thanksgiving. And our Thanksgiving prevents November, and people are like, oh, I get the Christmas stuff out.
But we have stuff in between. So we also have Halloween.
Yeah.
Before that, in September, you've still got Labor Day.
Yeah. And people are still like, it's summer.
It's summer
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
It's almost like every second song is a jingle. So I can tell you my lightning story at Walala.
I
Ooh.
saw that video.
I did not see
I
this
didn't
video.
watch till the end to see you get struck by lightning, but
Didn't seem like it. And then even after that, it was like, it just calmed down.
yeah, like my first couple years in Saipan, I really thought that it didn't thunder and lightning here because, like, when you hear about somebody's tree,
All right. Well,
yeah,
hi, so desu ne.
Is it like sweet?
I don't know. I can't even tell you because I haven't taken a sip yet. Let's find out.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, kampai.
oh, come by.
Holy crap, dude. This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is great.
It's
Now, it's not beer at all.
no.
It's carbonated. It's like have you had Fresca?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one's orange. It's not grapefruit because Fresca is kind of like a grapefruit one, right? But this is a light, refreshing drink. I would get so fucked up if I was drinking this on the golf course. This explains it. Why Dusty
Mistake you can make.
There's definitely a time and a place for these. And maybe doing a podcast is a pretty decent time because you're sitting still and you're not doing anything. But like out doing stuff, like you're gonna, I mean, unless you're like 18 and running around to like house parties and stuff, I don't know, vodka or grain alcohol or whatever you have. And then like,
means we need some what is it? Crap. Yo, you gotta help me out.
We'll need some sponsors.
we wouldn't need
No.
sponsors would be helpful. Yeah. Normal.
Everyone doing it at the same time, right? And that's why most places have been able to.
The old us.
This is the first time having a U.S. passport works against you.
You know, we should have cleared this up for some of our listeners, our viewers, both of them, by injection.
Since
Yes, and he's got some real interesting takes and points of views on all kinds of stuff. He's a good friend of ours. One of the heroes of Super Typhoon Sodalore, guy who hardly got any sleep, but doing nothing but generator maintenance that kept water to the people.
or one easily accessible. Like 2 people asymptomatic ended up in the dorm with COVID, but they had implemented this testing strategy where they're just testing the sewage every day, and they found like
Corn. They found a lot of
they
corn.
found a lot of corn. And they found really bad food because they couldn't taste. No, they found like virus debris of COVID. And then they went into that spot and tested everyone, and they found 2 kids who had it, but they were asymptomatic, and they were just like, "Oh, we just basically like thwarted a outbreak because these kids were going to give it to everyone else."
You find in the sewer system things that you'll never think that you'll find. It's a lot of bizarre stuff you find, which should not be belonging in a sewer line.
What's the weirdest thing you found?
Wait, hold on. Before you get to that, I just want to see if this works. All right, go ahead. What's the weirdest thing that you found?
They're long enough and they just tangle itself, and sometimes it will not even cause the pump to the pump is not able to do its work properly. So it's like the efficiency has gone down. It's not pushing enough water out, even though it's pushing it out, but it can't keep up with the level.
Just like pushing rope.
So it's like
Found the clip I was looking for. Here it is.
the city sewer.
Yeah.
So it's,
Public service announcement. How often should we be cleaning out our septic tanks?
well, if it is well sized, I mean, you won't have to worry about it for a very long time. I mean, this is like a septic tank is built, right? So there's like 2 chambers, right?
Yep.
In there. So like, the initial side will fill up first,
Yep.
and there's a divider in between, and the water will flow over onto the next chamber,
Mm-hmm.
and the drain is a little higher, so it allows all the sludge to just sit in there and settle.
Yep.
And the bugs will start eating and consuming almost everything. So, but I mean, to be on the safe side, I mean, you could do it. A lot of places they do it once a year, but I mean, if you're not seeing any problem,
Or smelling them that come out of there.
yeah, H2OS, which means like if you just open the
Hydrogen sulfide,
septic
right?
tank, people die.
Yeah,
back in,
I remember that. That was sad.
Yeah,
Yeah, but where?
Sad.
yeah.
Yeah, but where?
That's exactly. There was no retrieval system.
for Hep C.
Yeah.
Is that what happened with Kid
AT&T.
Rock?
No, that was Pam Anderson. I had some too. It was great.
Yeah, well, and guess who cooked it? I'm stoked that he's here. Props to you, Mike Hall. By the way, he's like one of the surfer dudes of Saipan. And Mike, I don't know, conversation with my mom where I'm way before we had that part of the conversation, when we were having the conversation about just regular stuff that we normally talk about. Talk about like, oh, we want you to move back. It would be so great. The heat wasn't a problem anymore.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a while before I get all ripped up and stuff like that again. Right now, I'm feeling like
It
American.
sounds like Glenn Smith.
That's a
so
joke. I'm sorry,
much shit. I love this guy. So because of that, I'm going to share a little bit of his jokes. This is not me, stealing his jokes. This is definitely me just regurgitating
It's not
his stuff.
plagiarizing.
He's like,
it's respect.
think about this man, this great. He's like, no, but I'm going to be an actor. And
Yep.
all he did, he just worked out. And he got all ripped. And he's like, I'm going to be an actor. And the women throwing themselves at this guy. Nobody in real life has these opportunities that this guy has, right? It's funny because everything that he wants to get, it just happens for him, right? I mean, these things are happening for him. So what's to stop him? He's like, oh, I'm going to get a Kennedy. He marries a Kennedy. As I found out about, the wife found out about it later, by the way, because there's a...
He's been...
No, that's her job. It's a good thing we only have like 3 people watching this
That's
show.
so horrible.
But that's what happened. Why do you think that this guy would
No,
not get another win?
That's
That
why
is-
it's so bad. It's because you're right.
Well, I mean, that maid must have done something right.
He did everything right.
Yeah, she did a lot of stuff right. I mean, until they got caught, and then it was her fault because she's the maid.
Uh-huh.
It's not a tumor.
It's not his fault. He's a dude. You can't be a dude, and it can't be your fault.
It's not a threesome. I love it.
Uh,
Anyway, so that was Bill Burr's thing. That was totally not mine. And I definitely did not deliver it nearly as awesome as he did. But this guy, I mean, I totally understand it. I totally
yeah,
get it.
I think he even married into the presidential family. You know, married one of the Kennedys.
He
got a Kennedy. He married into the Kennedys.
He probably thought when he was doing it that he could be the president of the United States, honestly. And I mean,
Oh.
if
I
he
mean,
just
no,
the
he
Constitution's pretty clear on all that.
but
stuff.
I feel like at this point, it's true.
Dude,
just
I'm
plowing
total
through.
friggin' convert. We're doing this.
I'm definitely not having another chew.
Well, you have to drive. I don't.
Yeah.
So, all I have to do is explain to my wife.
But
why I
I'll
stumbled
sit
back
here
on
while
that.
you drink another chew high.
I'll do one, but let me get the orange one again because I don't want to. At least I don't want to cross the streams. I'm going to stick with the orange chew high.
Is this the one you had with the little
No,
grapefruit?
no. That's not even pomelo.
You speak quickly in a normal setting. When you're doing voices and doing other stuff, and you're like trying to hype.
To every single walk of life that you got out there. Oh, by the way,
Look at that.
I'm going to look over there. Did you see Dan Wallach?
We
made a
got Dan
comment?
Wallach action over here.
Oh, we even got Saudi Arabia.
And we got Saudi in here.
Saudi Arabia. We got Matt Yaquinto.
We
Now
got some
that
real
guy-
Saudi fan base here.
That is
right.
really good. He just commented about a month ago. And what was it? Hector Rojas. People from this is but when I joined the service, I went from Buffalo to Fort Benning, Georgia. Now, before when you first get to Fort Benning, you go to a place called the 30th AG. This is back in the early 90s. Missed that, but that's gonna look way so behind.
You're creating a time vortex loop. This is going to be like one of those weird movies where we go back in time and listen to ourselves talk.
So the image that I'm looking at, I've got all of the comments, the up-to-date comments up to the minute, and then down in the bottom right corner, I can see us broadcasting live with our legion of viewers. And then on the left-hand screen that I got the other thing. So anyway, let's go back to Alan Sanderson, Eufaula, Alabama. So I go to basic training with this guy and, about 500 others. And we get out of basic and we're in a cohort unit, which means that you're all going to go to the same base, essentially. So you're all going to go to the same battalion in that base. So within about 1,200's worth of people, all the people that you just went through basic training with are going to the same 1,200 people. And those 1,200 people are made up of 3 different groups. The people who just got there, the people who are getting ready to leave, and then the people in the middle. So it's kind of like you're going to a brand new place, but you got some family with you. right? Just to give you an idea.
Yep.
So this guy, he ended up going somewhere different in our battalion. So I really hardly.
Well, about that.
And that's where I got that. This is my 90 tribals tattoo hanging on. He said he's number 4. I only have 4% though. I don't. What do you think that 4% is?
I feel like 4 chew highs when we were in Japan, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Hector's doing right now, but if he's drinking 4 chew highs, I don't know what Hector's doing right now, but if he's drinking 4 chew highs.
Yep.
Mohinesh Singh likes arguing